How we doing, guys? Welcome to the preview and the predicted lineup. Liverpool against Arsenal. And before we get into the preview, first and foremost, I just want to say a massive thank you to everybody for the well wishes and everything else over the last couple of days. And it's been a tough time, really tough time, and a lot of obstacles still to overcome. Moving forward and everything else. But honestly, I really, really appreciate it. So, yeah, it's put life into perspective, that's for sure. But listen, back with the previews, and I think the title says it all, and it's a pretty straightforward one, really. Do we give Liverpool a guard of honour? We are giving Liverpool a guard of honour. Mikel Arteta has already confirmed that will happen. But I want you guys to tell me whether you think we should or not. Liverpool have been the better side, the most consistent side over the course of the season. They're champions, deservedly so. And listen, I'm kind of mixed where I am with this, and it's a very old-fashioned, tradition, and it's about respect and everything else. But I always believed, and I don't know whether anyone can correct me on this, and it's not something I really paid too much attention to, but I always thought that the Guard of Honours were for the game directly after you've achieved, what you've set out to achieve, like winning titles. If that is the case, then Liverpool have already received their Guard of Honour, which was against Chelsea last week. Is it going to be a case of every game now till the end of the season, Liverpool are going to get Guards of Honour? I'm trying to think what happened when we last won the league and we were invincible. And we won the league with a good 4 or 5 games to go. And I'm trying to remember, and I can't for the life of me remember, whether we got Guards of Honour in every single game. So somebody will know whether we did or not, or whether this is something that is relatively new, where it's every game thereafter, or whether it did used to be just the one game. Listening to a lot of, ex-pros and everything else, and I've spoken to ex-pros, not just at Arsenal and whatnot, who have, been given Guards of Honour and also given them out. They feel it's embarrassing, whether you're receiving it or you're having to give it out. Some people can say that if you're standing there giving the Guard of Honour, like Arsenal, for example, that should fire you up for the following season to say, nah, I ain't going through that again. But yeah, and apparently if you're, receiving it, you're just feeling a little bit embarrassed, and I don't know. It's a strange one. At the end of the day, we're not debating and denying that Liverpool deserve to win the title. We put all the banter aside and everything else. And I feel that, if we didn't have so many injuries and we were able to be more consistent, we would have certainly put up more of a fight. But it always just seemed to be this season, Liverpool stumble a bit and drop points. And we also stumbled and dropped points at the same time. We were never really able to get ourselves close enough to them to really put the pressure on and see whether they crumble or not. But yeah, at the end of the day, they've won the league. Fair play to them. And we've got to go to Anfield and try and do something we haven't done in a very long time, which is win a game of football. I don't think that Liverpool are going to play anywhere near as poorly as they did last time out against Chelsea, given the fact that they're at home. It'd be interesting to see what they do with their team lineup. Does the likes of Trent Alexander-Arnold play? It'll be his first time in front of, the Liverpool faithful, should we say, since it announced that he's not going to be staying at the end of the season. Does Slot take him out of the firing line a little bit? Maybe wait till the final home game of the season when everybody's in party mode and maybe a bit more, a little bit more like relaxed, shall we say? Given some of the things that you've seen Liverpool fans saying and doing over the last couple of days or so since it was announced. But at the end of the day, we've just got to go out and try and, put a decent performance in and final those last Champions League places. And I was fully expecting to go into this game with Man City level on points with us, but they're not, because they drew with Southampton, which completely shocked me. But at the end of the day, that's a massive 2 points drop for Man City. I feel we're just ahead of that pack nicely. Chelsea have got to play Newcastle. Aston Villa have won. It's very, very tight. If we beat Liverpool, then that guarantees it. But yeah, it doesn't finalise the final positions and whatnot. Does it really matter whether you finish second, third or fourth? And anything other than first place is failure at the end of the day. I wouldn't say last season's failure in the sense of how good we were. And it was just bad luck that we come up against an absolute machine in Man City. But this season's a failure in the sense of how poor we've been in the league. So, but listen, I'm kind of one of these people that has a glass half full and a glass half empty, and 2 semi-finals, possibly finishing second in the league with all the injuries, and that's a bad season for us. God help everybody when we get it right, because if 2 semi-finals and second place is a bad season, and it was, don't get me wrong, we get it right. But that's another video for another day. So with that said, let's go and get into the lineup. We just play and just whatever in it. It doesn't really matter, too much at the moment. But in goal, David Raya. He'll keep his place. I don't think that that's going to change. Right back, I will go with Ben White. Very straightforward for me. I think right centre-back, William Saliba, he'll keep his place in the side. That won't change. I feel that left centre-back, I would like to see Calafiori at left centre-back. I think that'd be good. I'd like to see him there. Left back, I'd go with Kieran Tierney. Probably take Miles Lewis-Skelly out of the firing line. He had a difficult night in Paris. It happens. He's young. He's still learning. He's still developing. In the midfield, first of all, Thomas Partey. Again, I think that's a pretty straightforward one for me. On the right-hand side, Bukayo Saka. Again, I think that is quite straightforward. Next to him, I would go with Nwaneri. Ahead of Odegaard. I'd like to see him play in his more natural position and give him an opportunity. Next to him, Declan Rice. Again, I think that's a very straightforward one for me. On the left-hand side, I'm going to go with Martinelli if Trent Alexander-Arnold plays, because I think that he could expose him very, very easily. But if he doesn't play, then I'd probably start Trossard, if I'm being honest. And then up front, as the main striker, will be Mikel Merino. There you go. It's a strong enough lineup. Few little changes. Some players I'd like to see in there. Straightforward enough. The season's done. Let's get it finished. And let's move on. And as simple as that. So Yeah, listen, let me know in the comment section what you think. Do you believe that we should give Liverpool a guard of honour, or should it just be for one game directly after and we'll just crack on? Yeah, so there we go. If you're new around here, make sure you hit the subscribe button, smash a like on this video, and I will see you lot soon. I'm out of here.